Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Suyash Barve. Let's get started with the week's absurdities. Today, we're going to talk about ultimate rich old guy stereotype, Vijay Mallya. And I, for the most part, am going to defend him. Just bear with me on this one. Just bear with me for 5 minutes. Up until a few years ago, Vijay Mallya's life was the stuff of dreams. He inherited a ton of money, turned that into even more money, and showed us all what the true purpose of life is. Yacht ownership. He also owns an F1 team, a cricket team, and publishes a swimsuit calendar. And only when you own that much cool shit can you pose for a picture dressed like this. Yes, that is Vijay Mallya, a man who is at least 30 years too old and 40 kilos too fat to be wearing a Speedo. Now, the trouble really started for Mallya when he decided to launch Kingfisher Airlines. It expanded too quickly, too fast, acquired Deccan Airlines in a mad rush to go international, and then got crushed when fuel prices went through the roof. Yet, after all those awful strategic decisions, 17 banks thought it was a good idea to give these people money. Their business model was ruinous. All their planes were leased and all they had was brand value, which isn't even a tangible asset. Yet, somehow, SBI decided to give Kingfisher Airlines a loan of over 1,600 crores. DNA did a detailed report on the numbers, and once you read that, it seems like SBI were at least sensible, because they got the brand as collateral. If reports are to be believed, Bank of India gave Kingfisher a loan of 308 crores with items such as air conditioners and chairs as collateral. Chairs! You know what I would do if someone gave me 300 crores for office chairs? And that's exactly my point. Why are we blaming Vijay Mallya? Think about it. If you right now asked your dad for like 7,000 crores to throw a birthday party, you would be a jerk for asking. But if your dad actually gives you the money, you are no longer the bad guy in that story. It's the same thing with Kingfisher. It's not their fault that they asked for 7,000 crores and actually got it. Also, another very important point. Vijay Mallya did not take on a 7,000 crore loan. It was Kingfisher Airlines, which is a company which went bankrupt, which means Vijay Mallya is not liable. That's bankruptcy law 101. Keep rich jerks as rich as possible. We need to direct all this rage and anger not at Mallya, but at our banks. Because if they're stupid enough to extend thousands of crores worth of loans to an airline post 2008, God knows where else they're spending our money. Public sector banks aren't a rich businessman who can just fly off to London. They're accountable to us. And we need to fix them. Because every few years there will be a Mallya just waiting to take advantage. Now, of course, I'm not saying don't get angry at Mallya. This man has staunchly refused to pay the salaries of his employees, has left vendors hanging, has destroyed the lives of the people that once worked for him. Anger isn't enough. You need to hit him where it hurts. And it just so happens that his pride and joy is currently up for sale. That's right, all the trademarks belonging to Kingfisher Airlines are for sale with the banks that loaned Mallya the money. They put them up for auction last year, but there were no serious bids. They are valid until next year, which means there will be no serious bids. Unless we all get together and buy Kingfisher Airlines. I'm not joking. If you guys are up for it, we're going to start a Wishberry project called Buy Kingfisher Airlines and misuse their trademarks. Which is then exactly what we're going to do. Once we pool together a reasonable amount of money, we make a bid. The only serious bid the banks have received in years. We will then own Kingfisher Airlines. The logo, the name, the bird, all ours and almost totally legal for us to misuse as long as we don't put it on alcoholic beverages. So I present to you for your business consideration, Kingfisher Airlines garbage disposal, Kingfisher Airlines manure and compost, Kingfisher Airlines hazardous waste materials, Kingfisher Airlines portable toilets, and of course, Kingfisher Airlines Kingfishers. There is a small chance we could get sued, I won't lie. and we may have to drop the bird from our logo. But we can do it, and we should do it, because it will drive him insane. That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us. If the world doesn't end, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.